self-regulating multi-agent system. Today, I'm emotionally self-regulating multi-agent system for the financial trading, mitigating contagion during market crashes. So, in real-time market, many guys in stock market, many agents they invest, they go for the investment and portfolio, and sometimes that actually there is a crash of the some what we say actually market crashes, means trading crashes. In that there might be huge loss to the traders. So what we are doing here, so if there is a huge loss, the actually means viral messages is spreading very speedily ki, this share getting fall, and so we are suffering this loss. So with a huge speed these messages going viral. So I designed one system to have a minimum loss at this situation. So what I'm doing here, I'm stopping the panic, the agents before it spreads. So how a stress, actually I employed here stress governor that helps traders to keep their cool mindset during a market crash, and a new way to stop fear from jumping between the traders works like a fire door or a mute button for the panic people or panic agents, what we say. So it saves the money by keeping one person's stress from ruining everyone. So problem is actually panic is contagious. Panic is contagious. The problem is panic is contagious means when one trader panics, everyone panics. If the particular stock or particular share falls down, so when the trader becomes panic, and everyone becoming panic when they are connected to each other, and they lose their money, they get stressed. So others see their stress, and they also get stress. Even they are fine, they are not any suffering any loss, still they are they get stress. So to avoid this, so soon everyone is terrified, everyone makes the bad decision because of this. Everyone is terrified, everyone is making a bad decision, and everyone loses more money. It's a huge loss of everyone. So my system is called as emotional contagion, and it hurts the portfolios. Actually, this is the main problem. It caused the emotional contagion. It hurts the portfolios. So I'm giving, trying to give the solution, very prominent solution. I'm giving to this problem. So that is actually. So imagine, just consider this case. Imagine a five friends trading stock together. Normally, they share tips and calm each other down. But if a crash happens, the fear can spread like a virus. But one person panics, then another. Soon, everyone is selling in a frenzy, even if it is not rational. So it builds a digital trader called as agent that can feel stress. Then it adds a special governor, a mechanism where I am going to employ here, like an emotional traffic cop, so that that notices when the trader gets too stressed, when the trader gets too stressed, and disconnects them from the others. So like putting them in a quiet room alone, like quarantine, putting them in a quiet room, and this stops the panic from the spreading. So they call the system, they call the system like ESRMS, means emotionally self-regulating multi-agent system. Emotionally self-regulating multi-agent system. And how does this? What is a simulation? It's a simulation-based research work, completely simulation work, based research work. So what it does, keep five traders start with a total portfolio worth around 20,000 currency limit units. So they trade one risk asset whose price moves randomly down most of the time. Randomly downs. Randomly most of the it fluctuates or flexible, or it gets down randomly. And at step 7 or at step 20, this price suddenly crashes by about 15%. So the scenario are compared. There are two similar scenarios. I'm doing the comparison of the two scenarios here. If there is no any governor mechanism, and I am employing here, if then in the normal mode, all the traders in the conventional process, in the traditional process, it all traders are always connected. Their stress spreads freely, and it's getting viral with a huge speed. And if I imply the governor concept here, so what it does, AESR mode, the governor watches the stress level of everyone. And if any trader stress is less than zero point 0.5 in the range of, I think it will be 0 to 1, that is a scale. So it starts reducing how much other can hear that the trader is panic, है ना? And let's say a trader is panic and they can start actually, just a minute. And over a several step, the connection drops to zero. Means actually in this methodology, how much others, it starts reducing the how much others can hear the traders panic. It's stopped to it's stopped to making it viral from the other people. So whatever the suffering, whatever the person, the trader is in the stress now, who got disconnected from these people, who got in the isolation. The system makes him in isolation from the other people. What is the stress mathematically? I'm elaborating this stress mathematically here. So what stress mathematically? So each trader I has a stress level SI SIT at some respective time T. Let's suppose SIT. Each trader has a stress level SIT at respective time T. It changes based on the two things: its own loss, how much their personal portfolio has dropped from its highest value, and other stress, the average stress of all traders. They are connected to the formula, means SIT plus SIT suffix XI suffix IT plus 1 is equal to lambda into SIT intrinsic. This SIT intrinsic is self loss, self stress, plus 1 minus lambda into average stress of the connected traders. So what is actually, I'm going to define each and every terminology here. So SIT means stress just from their own losses. Lambda is how much they rely on their own feelings, how much they own rely on their feelings with other feelings. Let me check. Yeah. I'm audible, na? Okay. So how much they rely on their own feelings versus other feelings. And if lambda is 1, they ignore the others. Yeah. Means actually if lambda is 1, so that is actually it relies on their own feelings and other feelings not. So it's a good condition, we can say. They ignore others, and if the lambda is 0, they only copy others. So in this paper we use a blend of both matter. So your feature stress will be, it's a mathematics, some of your own loss base stress plus some of the your neighbor stress. What does the ESR governor do? Actually ESR governor do sets a threshold of 0.5, and if the trader stress is greater than 0.5, the every other traders reduces the weight they give to that stress trader by 0.1 per step. An example weight change from 1 to zero point 0.9, zero point 0.9 to 0.8, and 0 and so on. Okay, up to 0. So once your weight becomes 0, that trader is completely isolated. They can't spread panic anymore. And this is like a circuit breaker in the switch gear or in the electrical industry. Like a switch gear, I mean circuit breaker for the emotions, not for the trading directly. So what happens in the results? So normal mode, no governor. So there is no governor, stress hit maximum 1.00 by step 4 and long before the crash. And stress stayed at 1.00 for 13 steps straight. Final portfolio value will be final portfolio value will be 17,525, lost 12%. So it's just 12% loss. And if you use the ESR mode with the governor, stress rose slowly. Yeah, it spreads slowly and reaching 1.00 only at step 22. And all the 5 traders got isolated by step 11. And it's a good thing. It's a positive thing. The final portfolio value will be 18,913, lost only 5.4%. So this is a loss. 5.44% is the loss, and that's 7.9 more money saved than a normal mode. So what does isolation help? Even though every trader ended up stressed, 1.00 in both modes, the path was different, and in normal mode, panic spread immediately, causing bad decisions before the crash even happened. So in ESR mode, so in ESR mode, yeah, yeah. So in ESR mode, traders trade calm longer and made better decisions early. And even when they got stressed later, they were alone. So no one else copied their panicness. So this is the benefit of this. So key insight is that you don't need to remove the stress. There is no need to remove the stress, but you need to stop its spread. Okay, from the bouncing between the people. So real world analogies, think of the crowded theater, like where someone yells fire, and normal mode everyone panics and stampedes. Is it? Yeah. So in ASR mode, the governor directly pulls the panic person aside, calms them down away from the crowd, and everyone else keeps watching the movie calmly. So this is the effect. So the math in one sentence: key new stress is equal to self loss factor into own stress plus social factor into others average stress, and the governor multiplies the social links by zero point 0.9, zero point 0.9, zero point 0.8 until they reach to the zero. It is decreasing step by step until it reaches to zero for the stress agents. So this paper shows the emotion regulation. Emotion regulation can be built into the trading algorithms by temporarily isolating stress traders. You prevent them small panic from becoming a market crash, and the system doesn't stop stress; it just stops it from going viral, and it saves the money. This is the important benefit we are getting. So they also connect this to idea to brain science and social market circuit breakers, social networks. So uh, okay, what happens in the crash actually? Normally, trading system had to stress firewall. All traders feel each other's fear fully. But yeah, just a minute. Just a minute. I'm sorry. So all traders feel each other, feel fear fully, and one small loss can trigger mass panic. So panic arrives before the actual crash, and result is selling at the worst time, big losses. So stress governor, if we could isolate the panicking traders, meet the ESR governor, emotionally self-regulating governor, it watches every trader's stress level. And if anyone gets too stressed, score is greater than zero point 0.5 out of 1, the governor cuts the influence on the others. Yes, it is a benefit. It is actually it is an achievement of our MyPay concept. So they can still trade, but their panic no longer spreads. So like muting someone on a call who is screaming. So the governor works like measure the checks. It checks the trader stress. Zero is calm. One is panic. So trigger if stress is going on greater than zero point 0.5, reduce the trader's influence weight, and gradual cut, lower it by zero point 0.1 each step until it reaches to zero. So isolation, stress trader can no longer infect others. Yes, but the rest of the group stays calmer and longer. So simple market computer traders, one next short, and this is actually case study starting total money. Same, I am yeah, total money $20,000 actually. They have starting the money and the time 40 steps, like 40 minutes per hour. So at each at step 20, we crash the price by 15% on purpose. And the experiment, texting the governor. Yeah, we run the same crash two ways. In normal mode, ESR in normal mode, no stress control. In ESR mode, with the governor isolates the stress traders. So result is money saved. Governor kept 8% more money. Yeah, it is not allowing to lose complete money. So normal mode, final money will be 17,525. The money, final money, and here in the ASR mode, it is $18,913. So this is an extra 1,388 save $1,388 saved just by stopping panic from spreading. So normal mode, and actually this is the analogy. So here let me explain it. What this is not. What this governor does not stop stress completely. Work with the thousands of traders. Handle multiple stocks at once. Predict a crash. So it doesn't do anything. So what it does, slow the spread of panic, save the money in a simple crash test. Prove that emotional firewalls work, and this matters beyond trading, beyond on the trading, and the same idea can help in many other systems, like in drone spams. One confused drone should not crash the whole group. Self